Hey, what's up people? This is a little compilation of tips and tactics that I like to use when I play as a cruiser in World of Warships. Of course, some of the tips you can use when playing other ships as well. For example, the battleship. I've been playing battleship a lot. But it's mostly for cruisers, since your playstyle should perhaps be a bit different when not playing as a cruiser. But first off, I see a lot of people just wasting their shells on targets they are not likely to hit. For example, these small destroyers. They tend to zigzag a lot, and you will not be able to hit them that good or get some good hits if you just fire your shells when they are facing directly towards you or away from you. So like here, I'm waiting to shoot with my shells until he commits to a turn, and I'm just gonna be lucky and dodge these torpedoes. See here, he presents his side, his full side pretty much, and I would generally advise to not do that, even though you're in a battleship versus another battleship, of course. Here it's the same. A destroyer comes out of the smoke. My guns are ready to fire, but I wait until I'm fairly certain that I can predict his path, and he turns. I see he commits to the turn, and I fire and get some good hits on him. Then he decides to keep showing his side, his full side, which again I would advise anyone not to do in any ship. For example, in this clip right now, I'm spotting this Fuso, and we're just about to win, so I'm just gonna go straight at him. The reason I'm gonna go straight at him is to present a smaller target, and in my experience, also when people shoot at you when you're facing roughly at them, the shots who hit you, does less damage. It's like you won't often get citadel hits on yourself like this. His first volley completely missed, so I turn a bit to the side so I can get my rear guns to shoot at him as well. As soon as that's done, I'm gonna turn right again so I can face towards him. Being a small target is good in this game. He shoots his second volley, and most of them miss. Some hits, but they're not that bad, except for that critical damage on my main turret, but that could happen anytime. This is an illustration in paint where you're on the left side and you shoot on your opponent on the right side. This is where he shoots at you. You present a smaller target, and the shells that do hit you, I found in my experience at least, does less damage. Now here I have another tip. I'm playing in the Cleveland, and I spot this Fuso behind the mountain. And this is a good opportunity to turn right and stay in cover behind the mountain while he is not in cover. So I can keep shooting at him, but he can't retaliate versus me. He notices me and his guns are facing toward me, but he can't get a good shot. He knows that, so he's holding his shells in, waiting for me to pop out or something. But that's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna stay in here, speed down, and stay here for as long as possible while I keep shooting at him. Now he sees that, and then he turns away. Here on the Islands of Ice map, I see this Fuso and I do the same. I I go towards him as much as possible, so I'm a small target. His first volley shoots and misses, mostly, but does no real damage. And then I go to the iceberg just in front of me and hide behind it again. Pretty frustrating for him not to be able to shoot back, but and now I'm just peeking over to see roughly where he's going so he can get some shots off before he gets around the corner. Sadly, all of them miss, but it's not too bad. Here I'm in my Pensacola and I'm doing roughly the same. I see this guy and there's a lot of battleships coming through, so I'm just gonna turn a bit to the right and try to hide behind this mountain. While taking some shots off at him. Now I zoom out and I spot this destroyer. Usually I don't like destroyers being that close to me, especially when I'm standing still. So I'm thinking that I want to scare him off. Now my guns are ready again, but I don't shoot because I wait for him to commit to a turn. He disappears, but I take a rough guess and actually get 6 hits on him. Okay, that's it for this time. I hope you could use some of these tips, and I wish you luck in your future World of Warship battles. See you some other time.